Hi guys, I'm Shmee, hello and welcome back to the channel where you join me today in Los Angeles on the Where Shmee US Edition tour for something pretty noisy. I'm here with my friend Effspot, visiting to see 3 cars behind me which all have ludicrously loud exhaust systems. His new Gallardo Superleggera with the Fluid Motor Union cross-pipe reverse megaphone craziness thing that we're going to hear from a cold start in a moment. The famous $12,000 exhaust on the S600 which has the V12 that you also find in the Zonda, which sounds incredible, and then the 1980 Toyota Cresta, the Japanese Bosozoku car, which has its exhaust system currently inside the cabin, which we're going to install back here. It sits about 2 meters, 2 yards up into the air behind it, and then we're going to take all 3 out for a fairly noisy drive together, which should be pretty mad. Hey Gordon, how you doing?
What's up, man? How's it going? Welcome back.
Good to see you. It has been far too long.
Oh yeah, it's been like a year and a half, I think.
Something like that. And back then, you hadn't none of this. This is all like new since then. All the craziness. This car over in Japan, this in Japan as well, and now your Superleggera. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. My first supercar.
And an epic thing it is too. I mean, I think our era of car spotters.
Right.
That was
That's
what
the one. Right
OG pre-LP. Pre-facelift Gallardo Superleggera.
Absolutely.
And I have seen your video starting that thing up.
In this very garage, yes.
Deafeningly loud.
It's a little loud. It's a little bit.
So, exhaust?
Yes. It's the Fluid Motor Union. It's got an X pipe, and it's got these things called the reverse megaphones. I don't know exactly what they are, but they basically just make everything 2 times louder. That's what we have in this car.
Only 2 times louder.
3 times? I don't know. But it's significantly louder than stock exhaust, yes.
Absolute deafening is coming. This, of course, I mean, I think many people have seen this.
The infamous $12,000 exhaust, right?
One of the most famous exhaust modifications anybody has ever made. But you literally bought the S600 because it has the Zonda engine.
Exactly. Yes sir, the Zonda engine with the $12,000 exhaust.
Massive, naturally aspirated V12. And when you drive this thing, while it might not move as fast as a Zonda,
right,
when you've been doing your tunnel runs with it, it sure does sound as good as a Zonda.
It sounds like you're coming like 100 miles an hour. And people always look right past my car to see there's like a Lambo or Ferrari, and it's just this old, like, 20-year-old Mercedes. So.
Nobody sees that coming. Exactly. And then this, you managed to get it here, you managed to bring it over.
Yes, sir.
I haven't yet been around to the front. We should very quickly.
Oh yeah, open the door, it's unlocked and everything.
Splitters,
oh, yes.
Splitters for days.
Oh yeah.
That is basically an ankle breaker.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, people literally have tripped over this splitter when they try rounding the car, and they hit this, boom.
No one expects it to be there.
Exactly.
In right-hand drive.
Yep.
An exhaust system.
Exhaust tips. Yes,
exhaust
sir.
tips are stored inside because, well, we should probably work out how to fit them back on. And you've got like a proper racing seat and everything in there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The exhaust and kind of a 10-year-old Formula 1 style.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Rear spoiler on the deck lid.
Oh yeah.
So how do you fit these? Is it easy to install them?
It's the easiest thing ever. Let me demonstrate. 1 second.
You got to work out how to safely get them out.
Oh yeah.
And you have a gigantic. Can you manage?
Got one out. Literally 2 meters long, and all you got to do is this. You don't have to screw it in. It's just boom, plug and play, like that. And there's 4 of them. So people behind me, they need to like give me like
watch out.
You gotta watch out.
I think we've got to get all the others on. Should we do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And in goes the last one. It's like building.
It's like Legos, right?
Yeah.
They just fit right in. Boom. Beautiful.
I've never seen anything like it.
Not in the States, no.
Never ever. And I mean, you have the most eclectic isn't even the right word when it comes to these cars.
So yeah.
But where's the Prius?
The Prius is at home, it was catless for a while, but we fixed that, so it's all quiet and all hybridy again. So.
Okay, all back to how it normally is.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm not sure how we're going to do this.
Right.
In terms of starting cars to some extent without hurting our ears and getting shouted at.
We'll be fine. We can start with a Lambo, do a cold startup, let her let it warm up, and then we'll take it out.
Okay.
One at a time, so.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
The first startup then
Yep.
is going to be the Gallardo.
Yes, sir.
But the first problem is making sure no one's around.
I think we're good. We're good. I've been looking around this entire time to make sure there's no one around, and I think the coast is clear. So we're gonna start off real quick and let it run for like 30 seconds, and then let it warm up, and then it'll be a little quieter. So.
Okay, so I'm not quite sure at this stage how far back I need to stand, but we're gonna find out in a moment when this comes into life. 5 litre naturally aspirated V10. Fluid motor union exhaust. I'm ready. I'm ready to run away, run and hide. Let's hear it. Looking good. Right, this is gonna snap it. So that is also pretty loud. This actually is valved, so it can be quite quiet. We might not even hear it if it starts up, but we're gonna pull all the cars out, and yeah, fun times ahead. Now you have to be hyper careful with those exhaust tips back behind you.
How much space do I have?
Not much. Don't go much further. Should have moved the Mercedes first. You can go underneath it. Keep coming, keep coming, keep... Moderately terrifying. Okay, well, I'm gonna hop in with Gordon, pulling out all the cars together, and yeah, let's bounce out of here. Noise aplenty. All right then. This has that like snap to it. What engine is in this?
Honestly, I don't even know. I'm very ashamed that I don't even know what's under the hood.
It sounds like a 6-cylinder.
It is a 6-cylinder. But what I do know is I have this, the lights, and where's the horn? Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Godfather.
Yeah.
The Godfather. They love the Godfather in Japan, you know? It's a staple in Japanese society.
This reminds me a lot, this car, of just going out with the crazy Lambo guys in Tokyo.
Oh yeah. Oshi and the whole crew, man. Those guys are crazy.
Yeah, awesome fun with them. It's quite fun driving with 3 of your cars out together.
This has never happened. It's only happened once. Only happened once. Wow.
That car, the S-Class. The S-Class screams, like you said, like it's going at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
And it's going 35 miles an hour, the speed limit.
Chilling
Absolutely.
and taking it easily. That is genuinely priceless. Well, no, it's not priceless, it's $12,000.
Let's see.
But it serves the purpose. It barely moves, but it makes such an epic sound.
I'm trying to catch up.
It's the way it goes through the ramps so slowly. It's probably too high pitched actually to be able to hear the S-Class over the Gallardo.
Oh yeah.
Because the Gallardo is so loud. Really, we need the S-Class on the left lane so that we can go, so that we can hear it coming past us. That sound! Oh, that's epic! You have some of the best sounding cars in the world.
Thank you, good sir. Let's catch up.
10 cylinders, 12 cylinders, 6 cylinders. These noises are just basically trolling everyone.
Pretty much. That's the purpose of all three cars. But it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, some gigantic trolling in style.
Let's get right next to them.
But this is slightly lacking power, isn't it?
There we go. All right.
That's one of the loudest cars I've ever heard.
Wow.
The S-Class just cruises on by. So how cool is it for you to hear your own car being...
This is the second time I've ever heard my car from the outside.
Yeah.
And it sounds beautiful.
Bellissima.
Wow.
Oh, it's got some flames.
Trying to shoot some flames. Oh,
There we go.
Oh my goodness.
We're hopping out of this then, almost having forgotten that it has those massive exhaust tailpipes out of the back, because I'm now going to jump on board the S-Class to experience the sound of this V12, the massive lump that we have up front. 7 litres or so of V12. Yeah, let's hear it start up, because we couldn't really hear it in the garage.
It's pretty quiet, you know.
Yeah, it's fairly soft.
The valves on or closed right now, so
that's fairly soft. That's a normal startup, closed valves, social mode.
Social mode,
but not for long. Like, this is way too quiet and chilled. Mr. Sheep is having a lovely time.
He is. He knows the valves are closed, but once we open these up and I kick it down a few gears, there we go.
That's hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
So you've got what? Can you manually shift anything, or you just gotta
I usually go from like second to third. That's when the pitch is the best.
Yeah.
And then after that I just chill, you know, like there's no need to like, you know, really go too hard in fourth.
But even with the exhaust open like this, it doesn't sound silly loud when you're just like chilling.
Yep.
It's only when you get the revs up that it gets
exactly. I mean, only red lines are like what, 6,000 RPM, but when you get close to 6K, that's when it really starts to scream. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The perfect car for trolling LA with.
Oh yeah, like
this thing.
No one ever looks at this car unless they know exactly what it is, but
because it's one of the things that always draws attention, whether it's people cheering at the car or whether it's police, is like how it looks, not how it sounds, the noise, the visual noise.
Exactly.
And this is kind of completely just 1994 S-Class, right?
That's right, yeah.
No one would ever see it. And it does that.
Oh, yeah.
That's just silly.
It's a lot of fun.
It's that rasp and
oh yeah,
over the top noise that it makes.
Absolutely.
And
equal length headers, 6-to-1 equal length headers. I mean, the guy, Mr. Sasaki-san at Brilliant Exhaust, he knows what he's doing. Perfect diameter of the exhaust and everything. And you can just troll a bunch of supercars and, you know, Dodge Chargers and Challengers all the time.
Because they never think it's this.
Exactly.
How cool is it though to have driven your cars on different continents?
Oh, it's great. Like,
it's good fun, isn't it?
It's a lot of fun, you know, like watching all your videos, all the road trips in Asia, Europe, America, like it's crazy. following your footsteps, so to speak.
Well, hey, I've never had a car out in Japan, and you've now had cars in Japan and brought them over to the US.
Exactly, yeah. So it's a lot of fun. It was a long process, but it was well worth the effort and the time. So
yeah,
it worked out.
You have things that are totally unique here. I mean, well, this car is totally unique. Your the Bosozoku car is totally unique. The Gallardo could be replicated, but it's still pretty unique in this collection.
Very unique, yes. I just like having something that no one else has, you know. That's kind of like my motto with these cars. So this car just fits perfectly with my persona, I guess.
So many people watching this wouldn't realize that we've known each other probably for 10 years. At least 10 years.
People don't know that. It's crazy.
It was way back like 8, maybe 9 years ago that we did our trip to Dubai together. Went car spotting.
Those are the days like when social media was still like in its infancy, so to speak, and you were the only automotive YouTuber that was out there filming everything. I remember. And you were mostly shooting, hence Effspot. Exactly. Photography at the time. DSLR photos, absolutely. And you know, now I'm a YouTuber. You're in the YouTube crew. You inspire me and so many other people to, you know, be an automotive YouTuber, so to speak. It's crazy. It really, it's true. And just to enjoy the cars, enjoy the drive, and now filming so much out here. Well, I think it's awesome that we've finally been able to catch up and make a video together. It's been a long time coming, because I have laughed at many things that have happened in your videos over the last year or two. There's always something funny going on here in Los Angeles. So. Yes. Oh yeah. That seems to be the case. Fun and games as we pull back up. Oh yeah. And then there she is, just sticking out in the air like she is, just 2 meters. Oh yeah. That's hilarious. So after a couple pulls, I usually open the bonnet, as you British would say. The hood. Because just the airflow in this thing, it's hard to see. Let me get a flashlight out for you. I've got one on here. Check this out. Oh, magic. Oh, look at that. So you can't see. Big V12 lump. Oh yeah, 6-liter V12 M120 engine. You can't see the 6-to-1 headers. They're directly underneath the engine, so it creates all this heat. So just cooling it down just a little bit. So, oh yeah. Well, it makes one of the best sounds ever. Just with your little lineup of cars here. Jeez, it's a strange mix of cars for sure. Very strange. So the Gallardo, you went, it's dream car, right? It's one of my dream cars. The 5-liter, the pre-LP Gallardos, they just sound so raw. Yeah. So much better than some of the modern Huracans or Lamborghinis out there. But even when they went up from this to the LP 560, and they gave it the 5.2, that's right. The sound is completely different. Very different. Because this is much more raw. It's deeper sound than the 5.2 has a higher pitch V10. Yep. But that's always been the OG, like OG. Just watching the old YouTube clips. Man, what a dream, man. It's crazy. I'm soon to join you in the V10 camp. I can't wait. My STO coming, Huracan STO. Oh, that's right. Congratulations. I heard the spec is it's out of this world. It's going to be out of this world. All to be revealed soon, I think. I mean, we say it's out of this world, but you're driving around in something with something. Does it get hot back here? Like if you drive it hard? Well, if you drive it for like more than like 15-20 minutes, it does heat up at the tips. Okay. It cools down pretty quickly. Okay, I was just thinking, because that's like an easy way to burn somebody. Yes, if you're not careful, you might get a little burnt, just a little bit. Oh, what an epic trio. Thank you. We are parked back up then after a very, very noisy run out. This is insanely loud, this is insanely crazy, and this makes an insane exhaust noise. That $12,000 famed exhaust system, now to have experienced it myself, having watched many of Gordon's videos over the last year or so with that car, and I still can't quite get over these exhaust tailpipes, which will of course need to be popped away to park the cars up properly, but that was a lot of fun. If you'd like to see more of the videos with these cars and some of the other Effspot, I think, projects maybe for the future, be sure to go and subscribe to Gordon's channel. That was awesome though, to have finally seen them myself. So thank you very much for watching. As always guys, that's it for this time though, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers!